It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading. I'm in the garage this morning and I wanted to show you something that happened to me so it doesn't happen to you. I try to film everything in such a way that, so if something good happens, I try to film it. If something bad happens, I still try to show you guys. So probably you guys don't make that mistake or whatever it is. But I don't want to always film stuff that works for me. I had my Alaskan sawmill out a few days ago and I haven't had a ton of hours on it. Maybe I had about 20 hours on it, maybe. And I guess I never ran into this situation. And anyways, it went horribly wrong, so I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is the Homsteading Farm Tech Alaskan sawmill. It's like a Granberg clone. What happened to me is I broke the frame. That is absolutely awful. And you know what? This thing is plenty heavy enough to last for years. I had a big cedar log and I was cutting my first cut and I was getting right to the end and somehow I hit the screws that hold my bars down to make my first cut. So I'm like, oh, so I sharpened my chain, you know, and I went to make my second cut and I'm cutting and about halfway through my cut, I'm gonna put some wedges in. And me not thinking, and I guess I just didn't have it in my thought process to think about this, hammer the wedge in a little bit too far and you have a long log. The very top of the bar changes the angle. And when you keep cutting with the Alaskan sawmill, the bar wants to go down because that's the angle the bar's at. And the Alaskan sawmill is held at the distance you have it adjusted. And it puts more and more force. So I'm cutting along and it's harder to cut. And I thought, well, maybe the chain maybe I didn't sharpen it good enough. Maybe I didn't, whatever. It's just not cutting as good. So I'm cutting along and it gets worse and worse. And you know, stupid me. I should have stopped. I should have looked at the situation and I didn't. Partially because I just haven't ran it enough and I didn't run into this before. And I kept going and I could see the bar heating up and I thought, I'm at the end, I'm coming to the end. So I'm just gonna power through it. And then I went, okay, I have to stop. By then the chainsaw's running hot, the paint was off it, and the Alaskan sawmill, when I pulled it out, was broken. It wasn't my shining hour. And you know what, looking back on the whole thing, you could have easily not made that mistake. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna learn from this and I'm not gonna do that again. I can guarantee I'm gonna get flack for this, but I want you guys to know that if you hammer in your wedges just even a little bit too far and spread it, and your log is long, there's a big difference in angle by the end. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. This weekend I was planning to get out there and cut some more lumber for the raised beds. So it totally disrupted what I was planning on doing. I came in, I was looking, and Homsteading had one, and it was 49 bucks American, good price, but it'd be like a month to get it. So I'm like, okay, I can't do that. I cannot have a month. So I looked around at a bunch of other box stores, and this same chainsaw mill, one wanted almost $300 for it, 200 and some, and I could have got it pretty quickly. I could have went and picked it up. I looked around and Princess Auto had one for $99. And that's the exact same price it would have cost me to reorder this, but I get it way quicker. I ordered it up, so hopefully it'll come for the weekend. And when it comes, I'll show you guys. Whatever you do, don't pound your wedges too far in on the end of your cut. I'll keep you updated when my Alaskan sawmill comes in, and you guys have a good one.